It is National Suicide Prevention Month. We know suicide can be especially tragic when it involves a child. Ron Silverman working to create awareness and save lives. In fact, he started the Matthew Silverman Memorial Foundation in honor of his 18-year-old son who died by suicide. And Ron is here to talk about this. It's a difficult topic, but really this is something that we have to talk about because, as you mentioned just a moment ago when we were chatting, this is pervasive. It's happening more and more.
Unfortunately, it is pervasive. It knows no socioeconomic boundaries. The statistics are staggering, Sandra. There are over 600,000 teens in this country every year that attempt suicide. If you break that down, that's almost one every second of every day.
And suicide is really a cry for help. It doesn't mean always, I want my life to end. So it's, people often refer it to as a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And
it's a preventable problem. Mm-hmm. What we need to do is start a dialogue. We need to have the warning signs very well known. We need to have resources which are pervasively known. We need to have people looking out for each other. And what we're engaged in is a mental health program which we install into high schools all over the state. And since we founded our foundation 4 years ago, we've been in schools addressing perhaps over 100,000 students. And we have 50 schools on our waiting list. And this month, because it's National Suicide Prevention Month, we're accelerating our activities with our private school partners, and we probably will see 50 schools this month.
And when you talk about discussing this with children, even children as young as 10 and 11 years old, you have to get the dialogue started. And parents may miss some of the warning signs. So what are the warning signs? What should we be looking for? As the parent of a teenager, I'm concerned because kids say things like, oh, I'm going to die. They say things. When should we be very concerned?
You should be concerned when you hear things like that, when people talk in a way that suggests lethal despair. The warning signs are plentiful, but the most prevalent are circumstances change. For example, if you're well-groomed generally and that no longer exists, if you stop doing your homework, if you're not going to your extracurricular activities that were something that you cared about in the past, if you are starting to give your precious things away, things like that are suggestive of suicide ideation. But as you note, there are circumstances where there are no signs. So a continuing dialogue about how you're feeling, what you're thinking about, watching your children on a very regular basis, I think is imperative.
You do this from the heart.
I do.
Because you lost your son, Matthew. We have some pictures of Matthew. Were there warning signs that you missed?
Well, Sandra, that's a critical question because at the time I was completely unaware of the warning signs. In fact, the possibility of suicide never crossed my mind. This is a subject that I was completely unaware of. Now, Matthew, as a 17-year-old, very good-looking, accomplished man, was too proud to express the degree of his depression, and I assumed that, like more old teenagers, he would get over it.
Right.
And I didn't engage in the conversation then that I would have now, knowing what I know now, and I would have had the opportunity to ask him, are you thinking about hurting yourself? I know you're depressed, I know you're not feeling well, tell me, are you thinking about hurting yourself? And that's a conversation that may have prompted a dialogue and may have resulted in a different outcome.
It's important for parents to talk to their children, and if they can't do it, find someone who can help bring in others, and that's what the Matthew Foundation is all about. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank you for having us.
All right, for more information about the Matthew Silverman Memorial Foundation, just go to kcal9.com and Seen on TV. We've got all the information there. Again, the point to make is don't be afraid to talk to your kids and don't be afraid to reach out for help. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.